The weekend storyline continues. Exclusive, baby. Dwight Howard's estranged wife. I want a divorce too. He just beat me to court. Dwight Howard may have filed for divorce Monday, but TMZ has learned his estranged wife, Amber Howard, headed to court the same day to do the exact same thing. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Amber was also filing with her attorney. But Dwight beat her to the punch, and his paperwork was processed first. Despite the dueling divorce moves, we're told the estranged couple is still living together under the same roof at their marital home in Georgia, for now. Dwight was in California this weekend with son David, while Amber remained in Atlanta. This isn't their first attempt at ending the marriage. After Amber filed for divorce last year, the pair ultimately reconciled and called it off. Our sources say this time is different. The split is definite. TMZ broke the story Dwight filed Monday, calling the marriage irretrievably broken. He asked for exclusive use of his Georgia mansion. We first reported Gwinnett County Police were dispatched to the home 3 times in the past 2 weeks, including for a S threat, a domestic incident, and a theft report. The filing came just days after Amber posted a series of shocking allegations about Dwight on Instagram. And it's not just that, bro. It really is weird because when you get on that Yowda,
he was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help. And ain't nobody would have fucking listened because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is what I'm losing my marriage to. This right here. I told everybody, y'all gotta help him. He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was going to run out the door. I was going to leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying. And thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't want to share the dirty secrets. I don't want to go out like how everybody else did this, man. But I got to protect myself now. I'm uncomfortable. Now, I don't know what is going to, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. This man has the money. This man controls it all. And it's not about no money. I've been with this man for 14, 15 months. I never asked him for $1, nothing. I'm not on the credit cards. I just love him for him. But this shit is going too far. And I'm so embarrassed that I gotta even I'm just like, I don't know what to do. When I heard my stepson being coached to lie on me, I gotta protect myself now, and I know it was supposed to be through sickness and health, but this shit is scary.
Now, I know y'all like, yeah, Nash, wait, we've seen her doing the yell thing and get online and all that and everything, bro, but can you show us the inception of this shit? Yeah, because TMZ decided that they were going to do a story, and it seems like she had to get ahead of it. Hold on. Hit that QR code and tap that link in the description, man. Free cash on Seti Nash, man. $5 as soon as you sign up, bruh. Hey, I told one person yesterday, hit me up if you had a problem. Now my man's up about $50 right now. So, hey, find out what all the hype is about. Hit that QR code and tap that link in the description. Start playing games today. Once you done played a couple, y'all got to take the other offers and then play more games and win more money. That's where a lot of y'all problems is coming from. Get paid to play games. Plural. Number 2 in the Apple Store. Number 3 in the Google Play Store. That's free cash. But let's get into this real quick. Let's hit this TMZ article real quick because it gets really interesting. Roll it. Dwight Howard, cops call for S-threat theft before filing divorce. Dwight Howard and his wife, Amber Howard, have had a chaotic couple of weeks, and it goes well beyond what's played out publicly online. Because cops have been called to their Georgia home 3 separate times in the past 2 weeks. A rep for Gwinnett Police Department tells TMZ officers were dispatched to the former NBA star's mansion in Swanee, Georgia, 3 times over the past 14 days, including for an S threat call, a domestic incident, and theft report. The exact circumstances surrounding the 3 calls remain unclear. TMZ broke the story. Dwight filed for divorce from Amber on Monday, stating their marriage is irretrievably broken and asking the court to grant him exclusive use of his Georgia mansion. As you know, Amber made a series of shocking allegations about Dwight on Instagram over the weekend, roughly 8 months after she filed for divorce, but ended up calling it off. Then, that's when you get her to pop up online and get the clickety, clankety, clankety, hit send. And I'm going to kind of point out certain things that just didn't make sense to me. I can admit right now, I feel shame. I cringe when I see couples take their issues to the internet, but I was humbled with understanding because now look what I have to do to protect myself. My husband put himself in a position that resulted in CPS being called to our house 3 times in less than 2 months. But 3 days ago, they were called again and they left with our daughter. I have personally had to call the police on him 3 times in a barely 14 months marriage. Everyone around me told me, you made a commitment through sickness or health. And that played with my mind after I filed for divorce at 6 months. I came back because honestly, I tried to listen to the married people around me who said it was too soon to walk away. But now, look what I've gotten myself into. My stepson is only 12 years old. When CPS and police came to take our daughter, my husband needed an alibi to corroborate a lie. I told him I want no parts. In return, he coached my stepson a lie. I recorded me taking to my stepson. You can hear him replying to me, telling me, I know daddy made you lie on me to the police. You hear him replying, feeling guilty for following daddy's rule. You hear me tell my stepson, I still love you. And he replies, I love you too. My stepchildren love me. I could say so much about the pain I've personally endured, but it's about these children. I am deeply heartbroken right now to have to advocate for minors' voices and in return, lose a marriage that I was so happy to be in. You say you don't want to put it on the internet, but you put it on the internet. You say that you want to leave the marriage, but you also want to stay in the marriage. Every time I try to leave, something keeps holding me back, telling that I need you in my... That's what it sounds like, bro. And then, not only that, on top of that, you guys are still staying in the same house. Me, if I was Dwight Howard, I'm sorry. I'm going to fix this shit, bro. I'm going to fix it. Because we can do the together.
My marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, through this, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me, it's about the kids. The stuff that I have to go through with the kids, I have to be witnesses to. I'm in the police at the house. They ask me questions. I don't know how do I lie for my husband. I've never been married before. I'm in love with my husband. I don't want him to get in trouble. So of course I'll be his alibi, but this is going way too far. And now I'm getting mixed all in this. I have been with this man for 14 months. I cannot ruin my entire life for something that this person is doing. I just cannot do it. I tried to get so much help. I asked for counseling in our marriage. We went through 2 different counselors. When I say I love my husband, I don't want to leave my husband, but the positions he keeps putting me in, and it's all over nothing. I keep telling people he needs some help, y'all. I live with him. This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is This is trauma, this is everything he's been through, but just not the kids. I have to advocate for the kids. And I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter. And I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up? Do I be quiet? What do I do? But I caught this man. I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him, his son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it.
For lying. And I love you still. And it is no beef, David, okay? You don't have to hide from me and run from me. I miss Amber. I'm going to be in this room in the corner. I'm not bothering you. You're innocent in this. But never forget, when you lie on people, David, you can get them killed, sent to prison or jail. You can. So you must always tell the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Telling the truth of what you lie, how you made them lie. What are you doing in Layla's room? Framing her? He's literally in her room, framing her. And I'm going to record it all.
Probably don't fix that. Probably don't fix that. At times, bro, you know what? It's best for us to leave. And I believe he introduced her to the drugs. I do. There was a time where you would have, you know, individuals when you were a kid, when we were kids, we had Dare Week and all this stuff, and you would have addicts that would come up. And one addict who told this story of his usage was very, very interesting, right? If y'all can't hit that like button, let's force this into the algorithm. If you want to. If not, then it's perfectly fine. Maybe you'll do it after this. Maybe this story will convince you. So there's this guy, he kind of looked like a freaking mailman, right? He had the little mustache and all that, face cut, slimly, stout built white dude, right? And I don't really mean to bring race into it, but you'll understand why I did, because he just looked like one of them regular dudes we seen, you know? Dude was a whole entire METH addict. And he had told a story that was so insane that I never did that drug except once. I'm joking. I've never done it. But what he said was this, and this is where we'll part ways with the video because I think it makes the most sense. He showed his wedding ring, right? And so we were convinced that he was married. Fully convinced. He would talk glaringly about this woman that was his wife, but he would share with us a story of this, and it went like this. I was on drugs since I was a kid and nobody knew it. I was able to escape reality where others were accepting reality. I had a good family. I had a good home. So how to keep a job and stay structured within the job, I could do that, and I could hide in plain sight. I did the normal thing. Had kids, had a wife. But as I started to go more into my career and started to become a manager and put in situations and giving money that I didn't even think was possible when you reach this high up, because I just knew how to stay structured within a job. I can recall the day where I convinced my wife to do it with me. And my wife, I love her, but she did the drug with me. We got high. And she explained the euphoria. You can see it in her eyes. It was like she was going through this magic phase. And within this magic phase, I was just giving her more and more and more. And he said, and this what struck me crazy. He said when he got up with his wife, she was packed up and left. Now, if you think the story ends there, it doesn't. Story actually gets crazier. She left, but since he knew how to hide in plain sight, he begged her, he showed her that, baby, I'm not doing this stuff no more. You can come on home, bring the kids. You don't got to stay with your parents. This is your house. This is our house. We built this life together. Don't take this away from our children. So for a while, they stayed together. And he somewhat kicked the can, but he kicked the can down the road. He never got rid of it. And he said this. When she accepted him again, he knew she wasn't leaving. Because he knew that nugget of, this is our house, don't take this away from our kids. Well, that same phrase that I used on her, she used it on me. I lost my job. I started taking things. I started stealing from my wife. And the final straw was when I took video game systems from my kids. And she said, don't take this away from the kids. And I sold it to a pawn shop just to go get high on drugs. I lost the house. I lost my wife. I lost everything. My wife is now married to somebody else, living happily. Everybody's forgiven, but I still haven't forgiven myself. And that's why I wear this wedding ring. And that's why she has to leave, bro. Because eventually, if you don't, you start to accept these things, even if this is advice that was introduced to you by this person. Doesn't matter. Choose you because it saves everybody else. If the captain ain't right, the ship ain't right. That's all I got for y'all today, man. Crazy shit. Drug stories and all this shit. It stops becoming celebrity and starts becoming people. And when you get children involved, Lord, what a crazy ass ride. Subscribe, turn on the bell, stay notified, share to keep your people aware. We are 24K away from giving these two things away. If we don't get rid of it by a certain time when Grand Theft Auto 6 drops, I'll include that in both of these. That's my word to y'all. And all you got to do is comment on every video, like every video, and share every video. That's simple. Other than that, whew, what we got? We got the Dream Team. No, we don't. What we got? We have, Lord, Rihanna's Shooter. Crazy ass broad. Click right here to see y'all about that. Or click right here for the playlist to get y'all through the day, and I'll catch you on the next one.